Hello my friends, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I am building a base game only 100 baby challenge starter home because I think I would have appreciated something like this when I first started my challenge. This is specifically made for the 100 baby challenge, so it has rooms for your babies, room for your toddler, and it's quite colourful and fun, and it has all of the stuff that toddlers need to build their skills in. It's got quite a lot of space that is not utilised because, you know, you'll have stuff to add once your matriarch starts to make money, but it has things like an easel and a nice little outside area for things when you have a little bit more money. I think it's worth 18k and it is on the gallery, so please go and download it if you like it. My origin ID is Carysmoo, that's CARYSMOO. I will put it up on the screen and I'll also put it in the description. I don't know why I did this, but I was just fiddling around in the game and decided to record, and yeah, it ended up being pretty cute actually. It's a really simple shell, but we all know that I can't do anything more complex than a simple shell, which is basically just two boxes put together. I kind of wanted to go for something different on the outside, so I started with darker wood, but then I realised that actually it looked too cabiny and it didn't have the vibe, because I think this would fit quite nicely in Willow Creek. I didn't want it to be too, you know, rustic or anything like that. So yeah, it fits quite nicely into Willow Creek, even though I did build it in Windenburg because I just couldn't be bothered to, it was a whole thing and I just really wanted to mess around and didn't realise this was going to be a video. But here we are, friends. I did a thing. Check me out. I'm doing great. Yeah, I mean, 100 Baby Challenge is such a fun challenge. If you've never tried it, it is stressful as heck, but you can take it at your own pace. I've taken it really quickly, so in the challenge that I'm doing on my channel, which you can check out, but also no pressure, I had 55 babies with my first matriarch, but like some people choose to put a cap on how many they have with each matriarch so they can make it easier for themselves or have more generations. So yeah, I would recommend checking out the challenge if you're interested. It is super fun. This house is a little bit strange in its layout. The dining room is further away from the kitchen than the living room, but because I think it could be extended and I think this house could easily be made bigger, I just wanted to start with a layout that was simple and accessible for the matriarch and also filled the space, because obviously there's quite a lot of space that's not used in that main area there where the dining room table is, so I didn't want it to just be empty. So yeah, I thought I'd make the layout a little bit strange, but it's perfectly functional for a 100 baby challenge. And the accent colour throughout is kind of like orangey yellow, which I liked because I associate orangey yellow with my 100 baby challenge because my matriarch is just obsessed with those colours. But anyway, I think it spruces it up. It makes it look a bit sunnier in what is quite a small house. The matriarch's room has like blue accents to it. Don't know why. I think it was just because I only really liked that bed sheet thing, you know, like that swatch of bed, because I couldn't afford a more expensive bed because I was on the starter home budget, because when you start a game and you have one sim, I think your budget is 20,000 simoleons, so I bought the lot with my 20,000 simoleons that my sim had, because I've got a sim moved into the lot just so that I could properly budget, and then I furnished it with the remaining 18,500 or whatever it is. So this house is worth just over 18,000. I've said that a couple of times. Oh well, we'll keep it in. So I could only afford the most basic bed, but as you know, the point of this house really is that you can upgrade it as much as you need to as the challenge goes on, so you can get a better bed. And I put the little baby room, like, right, I went into the 100 baby challenge thinking it's a genius idea to have the cribs in the same room as your matriarch, but every time they cry, it'll wake her up. And if she's exhausted, sometimes you can just leave them to cry if they have a dirty diaper, you know. Sometimes you just want to get an hour more of sim sleep. A sim hour? An hour? I don't know. Anyway, you know what I mean. 60 seconds of real time of sleep, so that she doesn't pass out immediately after changing the baby's diaper. So anyway, putting them in different rooms solves that problem while keeping them close to mum. And then there's just a cute little toddler room. Again, there's quite a lot of expendable space in here. You could add another toddler bed if you had twins or whatever. You can also delete the bassinets as soon as you move in, because you don't actually need bassinets. You'll get them for free when your matriarch gives birth. So I just put them in there to sort of demonstrate what the room should be. But yeah, the toddler has everything that they need. They've got stuff to build their skills. They've got toys, they've got thinking blocks, they've got a potty. The bathroom's quite big and you need a shower bath so that you can bathe your toddlers. I did think here I'm putting a desk. I was like, oh yeah, well, you know, you could put a PC on there, but actually what you'll need more first is money for your matriarch, so I ended up putting an easel in there. But yeah, the inside has everything you would need, and I think it's fairly cute and customizable and easily expanded. Like, it's got a really cute backyard. that you could definitely add some monkey bars to, and like a little toddler pool maybe, but for now I just put some trees, and you can really make it your own at a later date. And then out the front I just used debug landscaping, so it's not worth anything. And I did struggle. It looked, the porch looks a bit bare, but I thought, you know, they're not things that you absolutely necessarily 100% need when you start the challenge. So they're stuff that you can add later on. So I figured that having it a more complete indoors was a better move for this build. So it does look a bit bare, but it is completely, I mean, I still think it's probably more furnished and more decorated than one of EA's builds. So you've got to give me credit for that, right, guys? Anyway, I really hope you like this very short video and that you enjoy the little build. Lots of love, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!